Right now, nearing herd immunity, where the country stands at bringing an end to the pandemic.
Plus, the government paying billions to Wisconsin to help drive the future of the Postal Service. We'll tell you how.
A little bit of cloud cover outside this morning. We're going to tell you when you need those sunglasses in the first warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. It is Wednesday, February 24th. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Josh Ryder. Chris Stanford is off this week. We start this morning with some positive news. There's going to be a big jump in available vaccines starting this week.
This week, we will have 115,000 first doses to distribute to vaccinators, which is a 64% increase from mid-January. We also know that we'll have that same amount, 115,000 doses, for at least the next 2 weeks.
That is the Wisconsin DHS Deputy Secretary making the announcement. While the increase is needed, it is not enough to fill all the requests vaccinators have put in. Last week, more than 350,000 doses were requested.
On a national scale, the U.S. could have 240 million doses of the vaccine by the end of March. Both Pfizer and Moderna say they expect to increase the number of doses they will ship. Pfizer says it will start delivering more than 13 million a week by the middle of March. Moderna plans to ship more than 40 million a month by April. Johnson & Johnson, whose vaccine has not yet been approved in the U.S., is also pledging 20 million doses by the end of March. A top health official says it's possible a single dose of the vaccine might be enough for people who've already been infected. Those comments are based on a recent study funded by the National Institutes of Health. It found for people who previously tested positive for antibodies, their immune response to one dose was equal to or better than the response to 2 doses. That's compared to those with no previous infection. Still, doctors are not suggesting a change in vaccine recommendations until there's more research done.
This comes as a group of researchers calls for a change to vaccine guidances to provide more protections from COVID variants. A new report from the University of Minnesota warns that more transmissible variants could bring a renewed surge of infections in March. Because of this, it says the CDC and FDA should consider skipping second doses for now to speed things up, and that people over 65 should go to the front of the line for shots since they are by far the most vulnerable. Wisconsin recorded fewer than 600 new cases over the last day, but 33 new deaths. That's the first time we've recorded deaths from the virus since Sunday. Governor Evers has ordered flags to fly at half staff until sunset Friday in honor of the more than 6,300 Wisconsinites who's lost their lives. About 19,000 more people got vaccines in the last day.
With more vaccine supply expected to come to Wisconsin, health officials hope that will speed along the work toward herd immunity. Experts estimate we need about 70% of the country's population to get to that point. Right now, SSM Health's Dr. Allison Schwartz says her best guess is we're at about 50% nationwide.
When you think about, looking at 28 million people who've been infected, and then how quickly, essentially between December and now, we've already been able to get to 65 million vaccines. And as the vaccine supply continues to increase, we're hoping to see those numbers go up really quickly.
It is very difficult to say when herd immunity will be reached, but local doctors are guessing sometime this summer.
Fewer people are worried about getting sick from COVID. That's according to a new Axios poll. It shows 69% of Americans are worried about the possibility of becoming ill. That is down from 74% just 2 weeks ago. The number of Americans who are socially distancing has also gone down from 79% 2 weeks ago to 74% in the most recent results. Well, if you are recovering from the coronavirus right now, working out may help speed up the process. New studies show exercise could be a key part of recovery. Doctors know that progressive exercise helps people recover from severe respiratory illness. Now they hope to use the same therapy for COVID patients.
Working out could also help prevent you from getting headaches or migraines. A new study presented at the American Academy of Neurology says more than 2/3 of people who suffer from migraines don't get enough exercise. Researchers found people who got a minimum of 2.5 hours of exercise a week have a lower chance of getting those headaches. That's because working out reduces triggers like stress, depression, and sleep problems. My workout partner, Josh Ryder, knows this all too well, don't you, Josh?
Yeah, you got to get that exercise in, and it's been a lot easier to get out and go for a walk this week, Chris.
Yes, it has been. Temperatures have been warmer. We've had more sunshine out there, and after being in the deep freezer, it feels so good just to be out and about. I've been out. I've ran into so many neighbors this week. It's just good getting outside, especially in the afternoon. Temperatures remain above freezing, and really as we go through the forecast as a whole, we're going to be mainly dry through Friday. We are still watching a chance for some snow overnight Friday into early Saturday, but here we are. You see that little bit of cloud cover out there. The airport kept saying we were clear all morning. I kept saying, no, we're not. We have the cloud cover, and the airport finally sees that. We are mostly cloudy skies in Madison. 37 is our temperature right now. Janesville, good morning at 39. Good morning to Monroe at 37, and good morning to Platteville and Mineral Point, waking up at 34. Where the cloud cover is, temperatures are warmer. This is a sliver where skies have cleared out. This will work its way southeastward, so we'll see a little bit of sunshine this morning. Then more cloud cover works its way in from the north, where temperatures are again warmer later on into the afternoon. Here's Doppler track right now. You see that little bit of snow across the Northwoods. This is a cold front, and that tail end is going to work its way towards the south and east as we go through time. We've talked about the Apostle Islands as we've gone throughout the show, right around Bayfield with the ice castles. They saw a little bit of snow, but still they've been a lot warmer in some instances this winter with not much snow, so a lot of the ice castles are still closed. Let's plan your day, though. This is this morning. Temperatures are into the 30s, but we start to move into the afternoon. Now we get you towards 2:30 after we see that period of cloud cover. Then we'll start to clear things out. Temperatures will still be into the upper 30s, but this is the time that I'm going to tell you to grab those sunglasses, especially for your evening commute. Overnight tonight, we're going to be down into the teens. A little bit more cloud cover starts to move in as we head towards tomorrow morning. I also can't rule out a couple of flurries as we go through tomorrow morning either. Not a big chance, but nonetheless it's there. Tomorrow afternoon, we see more sunshine. Temperatures will be into the mid-30s for those highs. Then more cloud cover starts to come our way as we move into Friday. This is a part of the system that I've been talking about since Monday morning, saying it's likely to arrive Friday night and into Saturday. Right now, the question lies in whether or not we see all snow, whether or not it's a wintry mix, or whether or not it's rain. Temperatures are going to be marginal, but nonetheless, we're at the area where this is now about 3 days away. So this is the game plan phase. Start thinking about, okay, if we get rain, is there anything I need to do for that? But I'll tell you, since it's such a minor system, odds are we aren't going to need to take major precautions for that one. But nonetheless, it's there, and it's a possibility. 40 for your high on Saturday, back into the 30s for parts of next week. Well, really all of next week. Monday's the coolest day of the forecast.
Wow, that's quite a warm forecast compared to what we've had. Is this around average?
You know, it's a little above. Average highs are still into the upper 20s at this point, but it's seasonable.
Grab the shades, Chris.
All right, will do.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reese. 6:07 now. The next generation of mail cars will be coming from right here in Wisconsin. Oshkosh Defense has been tapped to build the new fleet for the United States Postal Service. This is USPS's first large-scale fleet upgrade in 30 years, and they're planning to push for sustainability. A big part of their focus is going to be on electric vehicles. The president of Oshkosh Defense says this isn't just a big deal for them, but for the whole community.
This will mean more jobs for sure. You know, we've got to make a lot of vehicles, but it's also going to be a lot of high-skilled manufacturing jobs that we'll need to add to be able to efficiently manufacture these vehicles.
The company is set to deliver between 50 and 150,000 vehicles over the next 10 years. So far, they've received nearly $500 million to get things started, but the full contract worth billions more. Production is expected to begin in 2023.
6:08 right now. The city of Madison is considering plans that would dramatically change Westtown Mall. A new proposal shows the future of the mall looking more like this, a mix of office buildings, apartments, bike paths, and sidewalks, and less mall. The proposal is part of the city's Odana area plan, a reimagining of more than 1,000 acres of land from Mineral Point Road and the Beltline to the eastern edge of Research Park. Right now, these are just proposals, but they're already getting pushback.
Many of my colleagues seem to forget that the Ninth District has the largest assessed valuation within the city of all the districts. There's a lot of money that comes back into the community because of this mall.
Malls have been struggling for years, and COVID has certainly hurt them as well. Coresight Research estimates 25% of America's roughly 1,000 malls will close in the next 3 to 5 years.
2 local colleges are nationally ranked when it comes to military-friendly schools. Edgewood College received a top 10 ranking in the national survey, and Madison College received the state's only gold ranking. It's based on 6 metrics, including academic policies, culture and commitment, financial aid assistance, and support for military students. With concerts still on hold across most of the country, the Oregon community getting a little creative. They're currently putting together a virtual concert series featuring basically everybody in the community. A group of teachers came up with the idea. They were looking for a way to get kids, the community, and local music programs all involved. So they're asking people to make their own music videos and then upload them. And then from there, the Oregon Performing Arts Center will compile them into musical pieces.
We wanted to feature as many people in the community making music in an effort to try to virtually come together as possible.
We have alumni who are now at Berkeley or Lawrence University, and they are submitting things for it. And then we have beginners like clarinet and trumpet who have only been playing their instruments for a little while. So we wanted to make it accessible to everyone in our community.
This is so neat. What an ensemble there. Anybody who wants to take part can upload their video to Google Drive and then share it with the Performing Arts Center. They're going to, again, compile it, put it on their website, and eventually all these videos will air on the city's public access channel.
Good way to get everyone together.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead for us on a Wednesday morning. Our Winter Restaurant Week series continues as we take you inside a one-of-a-kind barbecue experience on Madison's north side ahead in the 608.
And an early end to the wolf hunt here in Wisconsin, why the state cutting it off just 3 days in when we return.
Get the ultimate appliance deals at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Ultimate Sale. Save big on doorbusters, special buys, and clearance items from the best brands while they last. And special no-interest financing on appliances store-wide at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
You thought you were the only ones who'd go someplace just because you liked the name of the town. The only ones who didn't just want to see the world, but needed to explore every corner of it. You thought you were the only ones until you discovered others just like you. Jeep Cherokee, there's only one.
Right now, get 0% financing for 84 months or $4,750 total cash allowance on select 2021 Jeep Cherokee models. Hurry to the Jeep President's Day event today.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Psst. Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Right now, you can join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. We're keeping things squeaky clean with tons of equipment and plenty of space to spread out while you work out. And check out the crowd meter in our free app to pick the best time to visit. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Join in club or at planetfitness.com.
Sign up today for $0 down, no commitment. Hurry, offer ends February 26th.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
6:14 now. Federal regulators are ordering immediate inspections of the engines in Boeing 777 planes after one exploded during a flight Saturday. The NTSB says a cracked fan blade that caught fire showed some evidence of metal fatigue. The FAA says the jets can't return to service until all of the inspections are completed. United is the only airline using the engine in those planes. It says it's working to inspect all of them before they go back up in the air.
Developing this morning, riots in 3 different prisons have left at least 75 dead in Ecuador. The country's director of prison services confirmed those deaths. Tuesday's riots were caused by clashes between rival criminal gangs inside prisons. The director of prison services says no police officers or prison staff died during the riots, although some officers were injured. Take a look at this new video out of Texas this morning where a semi-truck crashed into a train. It happened yesterday, causing its derailment and an explosion. 5 of the cars that derailed were carrying gasoline and caught on fire. Fortunately, neither the truck driver nor train crew members were injured.
Millions of Texans are still experiencing water service disruptions from those recent winter storms, and that has led people to hunt for the supplies to fix their broken pipes. Some big chains are struggling to restock their shelves, so many are turning to local businesses to get the parts they need. Folks waiting outside this shop in Montrose say their wait times are up to 2 hours, and that's just to see if the parts they need are in stock. And thousands of sea turtles that were rescued from the freezing water off Texas last week are now being returned to the Gulf. Look at these little guys. The winter storm left thousands of these endangered animals cold stunned. That means they were unable to move because of their cold-blooded nature. Volunteers say they rescued more than 5,000 of them, carrying them all to safety. Did you see those little slides, Josh?
Yeah, it looks quite fun, actually.
Quite the ride.
Little water slide. 6:15 right now. The Wisconsin DNR plans to end the state's wolf season across most of the state today, just 3 days after it opened. The season started Monday morning and it's scheduled to run through Sunday, but as of yesterday, hunters and trappers had taken 60 wolves, which is a little more than 50% of the 119 animal state quota. 6:16 right now. Let's get to Chris Reese with a look at your Wednesday forecast. Not quite as mild today, but still can't complain, Chris.
And no complaints here at all. And I think a lot of folks are still going to be excited to hear the forecast, even though things are going to be slightly cooler than yesterday. The overall change is not all that much. In fact, in Madison right now, we're 2 degrees warmer than we were at this time yesterday. Here we are at 37 degrees. Janesville waking up at 39. Juneau, good morning at 36. Good morning to Wautoma, though, at 29. One of the things you'll notice is there's this little sliver of colder temperatures. This is where skies are clear. There's cloud cover in the south and east, cloud cover in the north, clear skies in the middle. Eventually, that clear sky works over us before more cloud cover works its way on in. Our wind chill, that's at 33. So even the wind chill is above the freezing point as we start out your morning. But here's high resolution radar. We are all quiet here throughout southern Wisconsin. It's in the Northwoods where you see just a little bit of the snow activity trying to work its way towards the south and east. So get this, temperatures will likely drop another degree. We'll go down towards 36. Then temperatures will slowly start to recover. We're at 38 by lunchtime. I expect temperatures to stay right around 38 as we move into the early afternoon with the cloud cover before we start to cool things down later on into tonight. Guys.
Chris Reese, loving that sunshine. Thank you very much, sir. 6:17, a good sign for the movie industry this morning. New Yorkers can go back to the theater soon. Movie theaters are set to reopen in New York City next month. Andrew Cuomo, the governor there, says the establishments will only be allowed to open at 25% capacity. New York has long been considered one of the most important markets for movie theaters, so reopenings there could finally mean an end to the rolling delays of new releases. And you'll soon have a new option to buy stuff on Instacart. The app is partnering with Walgreens for same-day delivery of over-the-counter medications, beauty items, and other drugstore purchases. It will be offered at nearly 8,000 Walgreens stores in the coming weeks. Walgreens already offers delivery through Postmates and DoorDash and has curbside pickup for online orders. 6:18 now. We are continuing to highlight the area businesses in the 608 that are taking part in Winter Restaurant Week. Did you catch that? 608.
Nice one. Or 608, like what we've been doing. Beef Butter Barbecue has been in its current home on Madison's north side for a couple of years now, but their food cart once vended the outskirts of town for years. You can expect the classics here: brisket, chicken, ribs, and pulled pork, all smoked, juicy, open-grained, and fork tender. They're offering 3-course specials for both lunch and dinner this week. And coming up in our next half hour, we'll hear from the manager about what's unique with both dine-in and takeout options available at Beef Butter Barbecue.
You would leave me behind on this particular shoot, huh?
This was the only one that you didn't come along with this week.
I would have been there in a heartbeat. I just happened to have a meeting that day. Josh, though, I mean, we've been eating really well this week, checking out all of these different restaurants.
Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, obviously, we were only able to get to a handful of the ones that are on the list this week, but we were so lucky to have so many wonderful restaurants at our fingertips here in the Madison area, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to visit these places. And Restaurant Week is a great time to give them a try because you can get a lot of bang for your buck, Leah.
And they need that help, right? This is the time to give back, to sample some brisket. Just do what you can do to get out, get takeout, or dine in this week.
Yeah, and it's all good, and it fills you up, too.
Certainly does. We're continuing to highlight every single restaurant taking part in Restaurant Week, so you can help give back to your favorite local spot. Davino Downtown has $15 lunches and $25 dinners. Truffle fries and tiramisu are on the menu. You can find their full offerings, phone number, and a list of Restaurant Week spots up on channel3000.com.
Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. Feel free to reach out either on social media or email us at inthe608@wisctv.com for a chance to be featured. 6:20 right now. Coming up in our next half hour, the latest on Tiger Woods as he recovers from a serious car crash.
And new information on hidden cameras found in a Madison high school. Stay with us.
With a nursing degree, helping others went from a job to a career.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
KOBUSSEN buses, now hiring.
Working with KOBUSSEN, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit KOBUSSEN.com to apply.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the cheeseburger pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
You wash your cars and clothes and canines. You wash your cars and clothes and canines. You wash your cars and clothes and canines. At the Magic Wash. At the Magic Wash. Whoa.
Ready?
No.
No.
Yes, you are. You ready? Yes, you are.
Are you ready to go to sleep for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses. Very good. And one more for good luck.
Life has changed over the past year, but what hasn't changed is Meineke continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. To give you peace of mind, receive a free brake inspection with any appointment. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
President's Day means more savings at the Brothers Maine President's Day Super Sale. Get in right now for the sale of the season with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We've got a lot more satisfaction for you at Maine, like up to 18-month 0% financing and free delivery to make life a little easier. Hey, there's more home satisfaction at the Moore store. The President's Day Super Sale. More selection, more savings, and more satisfaction today at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
KOBUSSEN buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit KOBUSSEN.com to apply.
get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
We are back at 6:24 this morning with a look at my morning, and Justin sharing this picture this morning. Loving that picture. It looks like, I can't tell if the sun is going off of the house or if it's around the house right there, but it's got everything going on there, Leah.
It's a beacon of light beckoning us to take a little countryside vacation, Josh. That's what it is.
There you go. I think we all could use one these days. Thank you so much, Justin, for sharing that. If you'd like to share your morning with us, just send us a picture using the hashtag MyNews3Morning. Well, if you are a slow or even just a bad typer, Microsoft's new update is going to help tidy up your typing. The company says it's adding text predictions to help users write more efficiently. The program will try to predict what you will type next, hopefully reducing typos and grammatical errors. The feature also has the ability to offer recommendations based on a person's writing style. The way it works, you start typing and the appropriate words start to appear. If different words are wanted, the prediction can be rejected by hitting the escape key. I don't know what my thoughts are on this. I think my Gmail already does this, where it tries to plan or predict what I'm going to say. Usually it's not that way. And I know, like, autocorrect on our phone never really works either. Some of the things that I send, sometimes I'm like, what in the world is happening?
Just unbelievable, the stuff they think of, Chris. Oh, who is that? These boys make fun of me because I'm a very loud typer.
I always endearingly call it the Leah Lynchide. You know, I can be sitting down, Leah Lynchiding along on the keyboard, and, you know, especially with Gmail, it already does that for you, and yeah, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan because it slows my roll when I'm just, you know, typing
Leah
along.
Lynchiding, yeah, you just gotta.
So because it makes me stop and think, well, do I want to say that or do I want to say what I was gonna say? And yeah, I feel like it's a lot more efficient without it.
Let me just say, you're all jealous. So you're not as fast at typers as me. Am I right?
That's it. Yep.
Well, it must be.
If you ever hear it during the show, folks, yeah, it's most likely me.
Oh my goodness. Quick look at weather. We are watching a weak system passing by to the north. I don't expect this to impact us other than adding some cloud cover into the picture. But folks, those next 2 weeks, we look at temperatures above normal.
I'm going to send off a quick email here during the break. We'll be right back, folks. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2021. Nominate your favorites online, like Buck and Honey's, for the Best of Madison in 5 food and drink categories, including Best New Restaurant, Wanakee. Nominate Buck and Honey's today at madisonmagazine.com.
The most important thing in the Chevy Equinox is not forward collision alert or automatic emergency braking. No, the most important thing in the Equinox isn't any of the advanced safety features we've put into it. It's what you put into it. Chevy Safety Assist, standard on every 2021 Chevy Equinox.
Get a $4,000 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners with an eligible GM credit card get an additional $1,750 total allowance. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-1069. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-1069.
At US Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. So we're building our powerful 5G network for the millions of Americans who live outside of New York and LA, like teachers in Madison. and small business owners in Rockford. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge for everyone, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2021. Nominate your favorites online, like Buck and Honey's, for the Best of Madison in 5 food and drink categories, including Best New Restaurant, Wanakee. Nominate Buck and Honey's today at madisonmagazine.com.
Hidden cameras at a local high school. We have an update to the investigation and what the district isn't saying.
And a new update overnight on Tiger Woods' condition less than a day after a serious car crash sent him to the hospital.
We told you when you may need the sunglasses again, but we're also talking when you could need that scraper. That's in the first warn forecast.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday morning. Chris Stanford is off this week. And before we continue, I need to make sure, Leah, do you need any more paper towels out there?
Good morning, folks. My name is Leah Linscheid, and I spill coffee for a living.
I have a ton of them out here, so.
Oh, yes. You might remember the day I ruined my white dress with coffee down the front. Today, I just knocked over my entire mug on the desk. I know better than to wear white anymore. And we have some really friendly folks on staff who help me clean it up. But yeah, I'm a bit of a mess this Wednesday.
Really friendly folks. You've been saying that a lot around here, Leah.
Yeah, I appreciate all the help, Josh. That was very nice of you to stand and watch me clean it up.
At least it wasn't all over your dress this time. We're making some headway, I guess.
That's very true. Okay, it is 6:30. Let's get to your headlines this morning. We have some developing news on an investigation into hidden cameras at East High School. On January 8th, the district says an assistant security man discovered a set of hidden cameras in a coach's office. In a letter to parents, Superintendent Carlton Jenkins said Madison police don't believe there was any intent to commit a crime here. Officers found the cameras had been installed to monitor an overnight custodian who is suspected of sleeping on the job. Dr. Jenkins says the use of cameras goes against their policies, but he didn't say who's responsible for installing those cameras. The district is waiting on an internal investigation before they take any further action. This isn't the first hidden camera investigation involving East High, though. There are still charges pending against an East High teacher accused of hiding cameras in students' hotel rooms and then secretly recording them during a trip to Minneapolis back in 2019. David Crookton faces attempted child pornography charges in connection with that case. He has pleaded not guilty.
As more students and staff return to the classroom, the Department of Public Instruction and DHS are hosting a webinar to help review guidance. That's happening later this afternoon. Teachers in Wisconsin will be able to get vaccinated starting Monday. The state expects 225,000 educators and child care workers will get the shot over the next month and a half. Dane County Public Health says it will vaccinate the workers at the Alliant Energy Center. It's requested 14,000 doses, but the number of doses actually sent to them will be lower.
Nobody's getting all the vaccine they've asked for, and we are working with our local health departments to help us understand who they're vaccinating, who in the community is vaccinating them, and what kind of pacing and scheduling they'd like to do in their community.
The state recommends vaccinators check name badges or pay stubs to ensure they're giving the vaccine to someone in an eligible industry.
Later today, we're expecting to learn more about the status of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine and whether it will receive emergency use authorization. The vaccine is the third under consideration in the U.S. It would be the first single-dose shot. There are still a lot of unanswered questions about what will happen if and when it's authorized. The White House says it hasn't made any plans for distribution, and there are vague totals of how many doses would be available immediately or where they would even go. Johnson & Johnson officially asked the FDA for emergency use 20 days ago now. Still, the company says its plan is to start shipping doses as soon as they do get approval, but they expect to fall short on a commitment to deliver 10 million doses by the end of the month. Fewer than 4 million are ready to ship right now. They are hoping to hit that goal, surpass it even by the end of March instead.
New this morning, President Biden is expected to sign an executive order demanding a review of supply chains. It's meant to eliminate future shortages of vaccine products and PPE. Health experts had asked Americans to not wear masks at the beginning of the pandemic, so there would be enough for the healthcare workers who needed to treat patients. The shortages have driven states and local governments to compete against each other and against other countries for the limited supplies. A quick look at the state of the pandemic in Wisconsin. The number of new cases and people dying are both below the state's 7-day average. Flags will fly at half-staff until sunset on Friday in Wisconsin to honor the more than 6,300 people killed by the virus.
Green Bay schools are welcoming students back into the classroom on Monday, so they're spending this week preparing for that return.
We're kind of controlling how we space children out, making sure that we always know where they are and that they're safe and that they're distanced.
Students are able to play in groups of 2 in the school as long as they sanitize before and after. They also have to wear masks during the school day and then keep their school supplies in their individual backpacks. And in Madison, the school district here will hold virtual enrollment for kindergartners on Monday. It'll be open from 2 till 6. School staff will be available via phone, Zoom, or email if parents need help with the paperwork. We have a link to start the enrollment process up right now on channel3000.com.
Switching gears to the forecast now, we join meteorologist Chris Reese. And Chris, I'm getting some messages that tell us that we need to get Leah a sippy cup for her coffee.
Come on.
Oh, no. Well, don't we just call that a fancy coffee mug nowadays?
You could just get, like, what, a Yeti or something? We got to figure something out.
You guys won't let up, will ya?
We've got to get her something because you know what, Leah, go outside, take a walk because it's going to be good weather as we go through that, as we go throughout the week. Typically, when I show you the commute forecast, it's because we have a storm coming that's going to impact it, but I want to change things up a little bit this morning and show you the fact that the next 3 days are going to be absolutely fantastic. Other than spots of slush, mainly on neighborhoods, no issues are expected in that morning commute. And boy, is it beautiful out there. We're starting to see that area of clearing skies work its way on in to southern Wisconsin. We're at 37 degrees right now. Even our wind chill is above freezing at 33. Janesville's waking up at 39, but we're at 29 in Wautoma. That's where they went through that area of clear skies. Now they're starting to see some of that cloud cover work its way on in. But folks, as you plan your day, think a little bit of the opposite of yesterday. Yesterday, I told you those sunglasses were needed in the morning and that we see cloud cover by the afternoon. We're going to flip it. Cloud cover this morning. We will see more sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures will still top out into the 30s. This is Doppler track right now. We're quiet throughout southern Wisconsin. Here we are throughout the Northwoods, though, where accumulating snow worked its way across the state last night. Now we're starting to see that cold front work its way towards the south and east. It's this that will bring through more cloud cover as we move into the afternoon. But one of the other things I want to show you, we're colder back towards the west. I always say look towards the west are a good indicator of our weather as we move into tomorrow. Tomorrow will slightly be colder as opposed to what we see out there today. This is 12:30. We're planning your day. We're at 37 degrees at this point. We'll cool down into the teens overnight tonight. A little bit of cloud cover, perhaps a couple of flurries as we move into tomorrow morning. We'll clear out tomorrow afternoon as well with temperatures in the 30s, and we'll see more clouds moving into your Friday. This is all a part of a system I've been highlighting all week long, moving in Friday night and into Saturday. Some of the models say this is snow. Some of the models say this is a mix that goes over to rain. We still need a couple days to fine-tune the details, but now we're in about that 3-day range. So we go from first warn to game plan at this point. Still changes are possible. They're even likely, but think about it. If you need something that maybe you might need to have ready before the system gets on in, this is a good time to start preparing for that. But even still, it's such a minor system, I'm not really concerned. I don't think you need to take any major preparations. Anything will just be minor. But 40, your high as we move into your Saturday, 36 on Sunday, and then we'll keep those temperatures into the 30s and possibly 40s for a good portion of next week. Monday is the coldest day of that forecast at 30 degrees. First warn traffic traffic. We're watching that for you all morning long. So far, things are actually quite good. We continue to see the green on the Beltline. We're seeing your typical slowdowns there on East Wash with the lights on Stoughton Road as well. Most of Dane County, it's all in good shape, folks.
All right, Chris, thank you. 6:38 right now. New this morning, a message from Tiger Woods Foundation after a scary car crash sent him to the hospital. That message, posted on Twitter overnight, says he's out of a long surgery and is awake, responsive, and recovering. Doctors had to put a rod into his leg to treat his injuries to his tibia and fibula, and screws and pins for his foot and ankle. This is video of that scene from yesterday. A sheriff's deputy says the steep stretch of road in suburban Los Angeles is a trouble spot known for speeding and crashes. Woods recently underwent back surgery and hoped to return to the link sometime this spring. The 45-year-old has won 15 major tournaments during his career, second on the all-time list.
The pilot and passenger of a small single-engine plane are doing okay this morning after having to make an emergency landing on a freeway just east of San Francisco. The plane collided with a car on its way down, but no one was hurt. Josh Redson and his father were headed home to Napa, but they knew they were in trouble as soon as the plane got off the ground.
What do you think happened?
Don't know. That's up for the NTSB to figure it out.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're all okay.
Authorities say the single-engine plane lost engine power shortly after taking off. Crews are taking the plane back to the airport where the NTSB will take the engine apart to see exactly what happened here. Okay, 6:39 on your Wednesday. Milder temperatures are sticking around for your midweek. Chris Reese has a closer look after the break.
And it is Restaurant Week in the 608. Coming up, we'll take you to another local restaurant participating to see what they're serving up. We'll be right back.
Stoughton Health reminds you to protect yourself from COVID-19. Clean your hands often, disinfect frequently touched surfaces, avoid close contact, especially with the sick, and if you're sick, stay home unless seeking medical care, and wear a mask. From Stoughton Health, protect yourself and others.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
One of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale, is ending. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland, ends Saturday.
Gobin Cars is breaking into spring with huge savings. You can get a 2016 or 17 Dodge Grand Caravan starting at $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2016 or 17 Dodge Grand Caravan at only $10,995 or $175 per month.
Don't miss out on these huge spring deals with over 500 vehicles in stock.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Dealing Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Our communities of color have been hospitalized and dying at much higher rates than any other community.
Are these vulnerable groups being treated equitably in the distribution of COVID vaccines? News 3 Now calls on local health officials for answers. Thursday at 10. Every day, News 3 Now investigates, taking action to discover and report the facts to make sure your voice is heard. That's why News 3 Now investigates.
Welcome back. We are in the 608 this morning, continuing to highlight some of the incredible restaurants participating in Winter Restaurant Week this year.
I stopped by Beef Butter Barbecue on Madison's north side to see how they've adjusted over the past year and what you can expect if you plan to dine in or carry out this week. Our Restaurant Week series continues in the 608 this morning. We are talking all things barbecue, and today we've got John Lehman. You're the manager here at Beef Butter Barbecue. A big week that you guys are having right now.
We are having a really big week. We have 2 great meals coming to everybody with our best meats on them.
So obviously you're known for your barbecue. What do you have on the menu this week?
All right, so for lunch, we have our 2-meat plate right here. It's going to have brisket, pulled pork, our famous apple pie baked beans, our white cheddar mac and cheese, and that's going to be for $15. And another thing you can get is you can get one of our t-shirts for $10 too with that.
You have to have the t-shirt when you're eating it, right?
You do. You have to have the t-shirt. And then for supper, we're going to do a 3-meat plate. So you're going to get our award-winning brisket, our pulled pork, our chicken, again, our famous apple pie baked beans, our white cheddar mac and cheese. You're going to get a key lime pie, and you're going to get one of the Doritos here, and that's for $25.
Very, very nice. So obviously it's been a tough year for you guys, a lot of other businesses. You're hoping for a big week this week.
We're hoping for a really big week, so come support your local places, guys, especially Beef Butter Barbecue. So
you've got the options. I know one of the things that's really changed for you guys is the dining experience. Talk about that.
It's slower, of course. We had to take out half our tables, right? And people are getting things to go, so we try to adjust, you know, with everybody's coming in to get stuff to go, and he has a conveyor belt out there. So we have a 20-foot conveyor belt. We can send stuff to you so you're 20 feet away instead of just 6 feet away. So
yeah, that's quite the conveyor belt that you have out there. It seems like, you know, no matter what type of situation you're in, you're giving people some options.
We are, and we do have curbside pickup also. So we have lots of great options for people to still eat at Beef Butter Barbecue. So
if people are interested in checking you out this week, what do they need to know?
They can call us. They can go on Beef Butter Barbecue, and they can order online, actually. They can order online, and then they can call our phone number, and we run it right out to you. Or we send it down our conveyor belt. You got to check out our conveyor belt. It's kind of fun. Makes everybody laugh a little bit.
Lots of options. Well, John, it smells good. I'm sure it tastes just as good.
Amazing. The brisket, you've got to come try the brisket. If anything, got to try the brisket. It's
Sounds
so good.
We will get all of this up on channel3000.com. Thanks so much for letting us in.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Going into the pandemic, John tells me his sales were primarily 90% dine-in and 10% carry-out. Well, that has completely flipped the other way now. And he mentioned you've got to try the brisket. Of course, he sent us home with some little containers of them, cute little takeout containers, Leah, and he sent them down that little conveyor belt. And I tell you what, that food just shoots down that thing, and it's a lot of fun.
Somehow I missed out on these little samplers, huh?
Yeah, I think they were gone by the time you got in.
Yeah, that's how that works. So Josh and our photographer, Mark, I know brought in a ton of samples. They were gone within 5 minutes. This is one of the few Restaurant Week series I missed, and I'm really regretting it, taking a look at that video.
Yeah, it was incredible. Definitely a good reason to go to Madison's north side.
Well, hey, we are highlighting every single restaurant taking part in Restaurant Week, so you can help give back to your favorite local spot because they need it right now. Long Table Cafe is offering both $15 lunches and $25 dinners this week. They're only open for takeout, so keep that in mind. They have a full menu along with their phone number and a list of all the other Restaurant Week spots, including Beef Butter Barbecue. We have all of that up on channel3000.com.
Chris Reese, I thought of you when I was there because he says a lot of people from down south are big fans and they say it's pretty authentic. So as you as a Texan, I think you'd be pretty impressed.
Yeah, I heard it was Texas-style barbecue, and I'll tell you what, when I came here, when I was interviewing for jobs, every city I went to that was essentially like, hey, do you want to work here? I said, I need to have your barbecue. And there was one station, I'm not going to reveal where it is, it wasn't here, but they were like, we have the best barbecue you've ever had. You're going to love it, and you're gonna take this job. And I went there, and I was like, absolutely not.
Really?
Did not like the barbecue at all. I was kind of embarrassed for them. So that being said, Gary Canalti, before I got on the plane to leave, took me to a barbecue restaurant here in Madison, and I was sold. And
well,
that's
we're
what
lucky
did
to
it.
have you.
So barbecue that's a big deal, and I'm excited to try that place out. I might go there this afternoon.
Hey, not a bad idea to sit outside while you're eating that barbecue.
No, temperatures are not too shabby. Similar to where we were yesterday. This morning we're a couple degrees warmer than yesterday by about 2. This afternoon will be a couple degrees cooler than where we were yesterday. But still, it's going to be mild for this time of the year. 37 degrees. We're seeing that little area of clearing skies and the temperature work its way south and east. So we've seen the temperatures drop in places like Lone Rock and Mineral Point. We'll likely see our temperature in Madison drop by about a degree, and then temperatures begin to turn around, but they're really going to be staying steady where they are as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon. It's 37 degrees right now. Here's where our cloud cover into the afternoon is going to come from, as northwestern Wisconsin is getting in on a little bit of light snow right now. 36 is where we drop to. We're back at 38 by lunch, and we'll likely stay into the upper 30s as we go throughout the whole afternoon. But I've been talking all week about a possible system for Friday night into Saturday. We'll look at that a little bit more in the sprint.
All right, Mr. Reese, thank you very much. Speaking of the sprint, it's straight ahead.
But first, it is February 24th, and we want to say happy birthday to Delta and all the other kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us, and happy birthday from News 3 Now this morning.
I remember you saying that.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cash back on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week is new and updated for 2021. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course menu at a special price for dining in at the restaurant or for takeout that you can enjoy at home. Dining with a choice. Don't miss Restaurant Week 2021, February 22nd through the 27th. Additional support provided by Wisconsin Beef Council and E&J Gallo Winery. For Restaurant Week menus and details, visit madisonmagazine.com.
I thank Gruber Law Offices for being there for me and actually helping me get through that tough stage in my life.
How much of a difference they made in my life and how much they helped me. I can't even express it in words.
Gruber Law was with me, and I'm very thankful for all that they've done. I'm smiling.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart.
If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. Not just New York and L.A., but the millions of people in cities like yours, like Milwaukee, Rock Island, and Des Moines. That's why we're including 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Because everywhere matters, like Economowalk, Claysville, Prineville. U.S. Cellular has included 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Get unlimited data as low as $30 a month. U.S. Cellular.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. Standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $359 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick and Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Welcome back. 6:52, time for the morning sprint.
You could get a mask in the mail thanks to the federal government. President Biden says the White House will probably send out millions of masks to help stop the spread of the virus. Health officials proposed the plan in the past, but President Trump had blocked it. It's not clear what kind of masks would be sent if the project moves ahead.
Developing this morning, the Madison School District says an investigation by Madison police didn't find any intent to commit a crime after hidden cameras were found at East High School. On January 8th, the district says a security assistant discovered the set of hidden cameras in a coach's office. The district says someone put them there to watch whether an overnight janitor was sleeping on the job. Superintendent Carlton Jenkins says that goes against district policies, but won't say who set them up. MMSD is waiting on an internal investigation.
Sunbury police are taking the lead in a homicide investigation. Two people dropped off a 29-year-old at UW Health's Union Corners Clinic with a gunshot wound to his chest. Staff tried to save him before he was taken to a Madison hospital where he later died. That shooting took place in Sun Prairie, but right now we don't know the exact location.
Former Wisconsin football star Quintez Cephas is now suing the university in federal court. It's over the sexual assault investigation that resulted in his temporary expulsion back in 2018. He says the school violated his due process rights and accuses it of breach of contract. Administrators suspended Cephas from the team in August of 2018 and expelled him from the university after his arrest. They reinstated him after he was acquitted.
Right now, Tiger Woods is recovering after a single-car crash in Southern California. Investigators say his car veered off a steep road and rolled over several times. First responders used the jaws of life to help him get out of the wreck. The golfer's agent says he's responsive after having surgery on his legs.
Republican lawmakers are trying to make it harder to vote absentee in Wisconsin. The effort comes after former President Trump pushed unfounded claims of widespread voter fraud in the November election. Governor Evers is all but certain to veto the bills if they pass the Republican-controlled legislature.
The foundation behind the Black Lives Matter movement says it took in just over $90 million last year. The Associated Press reports the group is now building the infrastructure to become known for more than protests. It's the first time in the movement's nearly 80-year history that BLM leaders have revealed a detailed look at their finances. The foundation says more than $20 million went to funding BLM chapters and 30 Black-led local organizations.
All small businesses are hurting right now, but Black-owned businesses are taking the biggest hit. New data from H&R Block is reinforcing that. Its survey shows since the start of the pandemic, more than half of Black business owners saw their revenue drop by half, compared to just over a third of white owners. Black business owners also had more trouble establishing an online presence for their company. A proposal to fix the state's 50-year-old computer system is headed to Governor Evers' desk. You're taking a look at that program and just how old it is. The system is blamed for a massive backlog in unemployment claims earlier in the pandemic. The Assembly unanimously passed the bill today. It had already passed the Senate.
We've been talking about a possible system towards the weekend. The clock is stopped at Friday, 10 o'clock at night. That's when this could move in. Now, this particular model shows this as a mix that goes over to more freezing rain and potential rain as we move into your early Saturday morning. Some of the models keep this all snow. We still have time for there to be changes, but with us being about 3 days away, we now move into what is known as the game plan phase. It's time to start thinking about what you may need before that system comes your way. Thankfully, it's a small enough system that you should not need much, but we'll continue to track those changes as we go throughout the week. A beautiful morning out there. Now we're in our period of seeing some clearing skies. Our temperature has dropped. We are now at 35 as those clearer skies move right on top of us. We'll see cloud cover moving right back in as you plan your day moving towards the afternoon.
Have a great Wednesday, folks. Enjoy that sunshine. We'll be right back here tomorrow morning.